Today, we would like to talk about the methodology for regulatory monitoring that our company has been implementing and discuss in detail the actual outcomes achieved thus far. To begin with, let us define the term regulatory monitoring. This is an ongoing process of tracking the changes in various information related to laws, regulations, and policies. It involves systematically collecting and analyzing information on laws and regulations that are promulgated through the government or the National Assembly, and keeping up to date with changes in regulations that may have an impact on a specific industry or business. So, why is regulatory monitoring important? Firstly, it enables effective application of new regulation in a timely manner. This means that the organization is better equipped to respond to new regulations and amendments, which ultimately strengthens its ability to manage compliance risk. Furthermore, it helps manage risk factors and reduce the possibility of violating laws, regulations, or policies. This is known as compliance risk management, and it is a crucial aspect of any organization's risk management framework. Lastly, regulatory monitoring is an effective way to prevent unnecessary cost and time. By staying ahead of regulatory changes, organizations can anticipate and respond proactively to potential issues, thereby mitigating the negative impact of non-compliance. In summary, regulatory monitoring is a critical process that enables organizations to stay informed and adapt to the evolving regulatory landscape. By implementing a robust regulatory monitoring methodology, organizations can better manage compliance risks, prevent regulatory breaches, and ultimately safeguard their reputation and financial standing. To monitor regulations, there are several sources that we utilize which allow us to stay up to date on all the announced and notified regulations in Korea. One of the main sources is the official Gazette, which includes information on all the laws, regulations, and rules that are promulgated or announced. The information contained in the Gazette is very powerful and requires immediate action. Additionally, laws are published on a daily basis, and they provide clear and concise information on the law number, promulgation date, and other relevant details. Through the Gazette, we can confirm the current status of regulations, details of revisions, addendum, and reason for revision. Another important source is information is websites of various government ministries. These websites provide a comprehensive collection of laws and regulations related to each ministry, including regulations that are not included in the Gazette, such as guidelines, instructions, and directives. This allows us to supplement any missing information from the Gazette. There are several key ministries related to automobiles, such as the Ministry of Land of Infrastructure and Transport, the Ministry of Environment, the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy, and the Ministry of Science and ICT. Each ministry's website is organized into sectors that provide detailed information on recent laws and regulations, administrative regulations, and legislative announcements, making it easy to find the desired information quickly and easily. The Bill Information System contains information on laws proposed by members of the National Assembly. This system allows us to identify trends in new regulations and actively participated in the legislative process at an early stage by expressing our opinions. Recently submitted legislative proposals are numbered and organized by date, making it easy to search for specific fields. Detailed information on the current review process and the main content of the proposal can be found by entering the proposal's number on the website. After a bill is introduced and received, it is reviewed by a subcommittee of the National Assembly, which is responsible for reviewing the proposal in accordance with the relevant laws. During the review period, public comments can be submitted if the proposal is announced for public review. Ultimately, the bill is deliberated and decided upon by the National Assembly during the plenary session, and the law is promulgated accordingly. One exception to the above sources is KNCAP, which publishes technical regulations on a separate website, as this information is released by the Korea Automobile Testing and Research Institute, KATRI, under the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport. It is essential to monitor the relevant regulations in order to comply with KNCAP procedures. We HIC provide a regulatory monitoring service that generates summary reports. Firstly, we perform daily monitoring of 4 regulatory sources. By analyzing the collected information, we select parts that could affect our customers' businesses. Then we issue more accurate and customized regulatory report. HIC Regulatory Memo is an example of this service. In order to create this memo, the report writing team performs research and comparison of relevant overseas regulations. This is because if there are any related regulations, it will be easier for the head office personnel to understand Korean regulatory revisions. As mentioned earlier, the sources for monitoring Korean regulations can be found on the link provided on this page. We hope that our presentation has given you a better understanding of the importance of regulatory monitoring and the customized reporting service that we offer at our company. By keeping up to date with changes in regulations, businesses can better navigate the legal landscape and mitigate potential risks. If you have any questions about our regulatory services or are interested in learning more, please do not hesitate to contact us. Our team of experts is always available to provide guidance and support. Thank you for listening.